वेलकम गाइस, वेलकम टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल इट्स केमिस्ट्री। तो आज हम CUSET 2019 के इनऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री के डिटेल्ड सॉल्यूशन के पार्ट 3 को देखेंगे। तो आज का हमारा पहला क्वेश्चन है, द solubility product of AgCl is 1.56 into 10 to the power minus 10 if the equal volumes of 50 micromolar AgNO3 and 50 micromolar HCl are mixed together. Which one of the following is correct statement? Alright, so we need to find which of the following statement is correct. First is precipitate of AgCl will be formed. Second, precipitate of AgCl should not be formed. Third, no reaction will take place. And fourth, solubility product of AgCl will change. So before doing this question, see the dissociation of AgNO3 and HCl, how the dissociation of these two compounds take place. Since we are taking 50 micromolar AgNO3, so when it will dissociate, it will give you 50 micromolar Ag plus and 50 micromolar nitrate ion. Similarly, when 50 micromolar HCl is dissociating into 50 micromolar H plus and 50 micromolar chloride ion. Now for AgCl, the solubility product will be the product of the concentration of Ag and Cl ion. So the concentration of Ag is 50 micromolar as per this first equation, and the concentration of Cl will also be 50 micromolar as per the second equation. So when you will multiply both these concentration, you will get the value, this one, 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 9. So this value is greater than our solubility product given in the question. So what will happen? Whenever the solubility product that is obtained during the various concentration is greater than the actual solubility product, then the precipitate is formed. So correct option is option A. Our next question is, the crystal field stabilization energy of tetraamine cobalt 2 plus should be, where delta node is octahedral splitting energy and capital P is pairing energy. Alright, so see here, cobalt 2 plus is a D7 system. Alright, when you will write the configuration, it will come 3D7. So cobalt 2 plus is a D7 system, and here the geometry will be tetrahedral. Alright, so in the absence of ligands, when all the d orbitals are degenerate, the in isotropic field, the electrons are arranged in such a manner. Alright, and so the energy for isotropic field will be 7 into 0. Why I am multiplying this 7 with 0? 7 here represent the number of electron, and 0 means the all the orbitals energy is neither increasing the average value or nor decreasing. So all the orbitals are, this line is known as barycenter. Okay, all the orbitals are at barycenter, so energy is neither increasing nor decreasing. So I am multiplying this number 7, that is the number of electron, with 0, and since here are two pairs of electron, so the energy associated with each pair is capital P as such in given in question. So the pairing energy here will be 2p due to two pairs of electron. So the energy in isotropic field will be 2p. Now in case of tetrahedral splitting, the d orbital split in such a manner. Alright, so when you will fill the electron in these orbital, the configuration will look like this. Alright, and when you will calculate the energy in presence of ligand, that is in ligand field, you can determine this energy like this. Okay, so when you will calculate it completely, here also the pairing energy will be 2p, remember. Okay, because here also two pairs of electrons are there for pairing. So this is the energy for ligand field. When you will subtract the energy of ligand field when you will subtract the energy of isotropic field from energy in ligand field, then you will get CFSE. Alright, so CFSE will be when the energy in ligand field and energy in isotropic field, their difference is taken out. So 2p will cancel with 2p because in both the cases there are two pairs of electrons. So the CFSE will be minus 0.8 delta naught. So the correct option is option C. Next question. The intense purple color of the KMnO4 solution is due to. Here are the options. Spin allowed DD transition, Laporte allowed DD transitions, ligand to metal charge transfer, and metal to ligand charge transfer. Alright, so you need to find that why the color of KMnO4 solution is intense purple. Alright, so if you see the electronic configuration of Mn plus 7, first of all see the oxidation state of Mn in this compound. So the oxidation state is plus 7, and in Mn plus 7 it will attain the electronic configuration of argon. So d orbital is not having any electron. Alright, so the chances of DD transition is nil because for DD transition there should be electrons in d orbital, but there is no electrons in the d orbital. So our first two options cancelled. Now in remaining two options you can see that the intense purple color is due to the manganese ion. Alright, MnO4 minus ion. Now the MnO4 minus ion look like this. In this you can clearly see that Mn is in plus 7 oxidation state and it is lack of electron, while the oxygen have two negative ion. Alright, it is a hybrid structure. Okay, so while the oxygen is in two negative ion, it means it is negatively charged. Oxygen is ligand, acting as a ligand here, and metal is manganese 7 plus. So the charge will be transferred from ligand to metal because ligand is having excess of electron and metal is having scarcity of electron. So the correct option is option C. Our next question is, which of the following is the most reactive towards water? Alright, so you know that due to the high electronegativity, high charge density and small size, fluorine is the highest reactive halogen. Okay, so if someone asks about the more reactive nature of halogens, which is the most reactive, then fluorine is the most reactive. So the correct option is option B. So that's all for this video. If you like this video, please press the like icon, share this video, and please subscribe my channel It's Chemistry so that I can keep making such kind of videos. Thank you.